Hi, making some blueberry muffins today. We've got 275 grams of flour, some bit of baking powder, about a half a teaspoon, and a tiny bit of sea salt. Then we've got 115 grams of caster sugar, 175 grams of butter, all diced, 100 millilitres of milk, blueberries, and a large egg. So, the way we prepare these is we put the dry ingredients in first, mix that together, then add in the butter, which is rubbed in with the hands rather than mixed. And after we've done that, we can then add in the egg, and then finally the blueberries. So, let's start with the dry ingredients. The flour, the sugar, just give that a quick swirl around, and then we'll put in the butter and start mixing that in. And I'll show you what that looks like in just a moment. The butter going in, like so. So I've got those ingredients in there, and we'll now rub those in to the butter, and I'll show you the constituency of that when that's been finished. So I'm mixing at the moment, and slowly but surely this will end up resembling fine breadcrumbs. It is at that point we'll be able to then put in the wet ingredients into the mixture. Right, quick midpoint, as you can see, starting to resemble breadcrumbs in places, elsewhere still obviously needing a bit more work. Right, there we are, a nice breadcrumb-like mixture. There. What we'll now do is we'll sort out the wet ingredients, mix together the egg, the milk and the vanilla extract which we need in, and then we will then add that to the main mixture. Not making this is quite nice, but not as satisfying as kneading dough. Okay, so I'm just going to move the bowl out of the way, and I'll mix together the milk, egg and vanilla extract. Okay, so we'll put in the vanilla extract, about half a teaspoon. So, I'll just beat this together with a fork. So it's fully combined. We'll then add that to the main mixture in just a moment. Okay, we've got the mixture, we've got the wet ingredients. I'll pour that in. I will then give that a really good mix, make sure it's all fully combined. When that's fully combined, I will then put in the blueberries and gently fold those into the overall mixture. That's just to show you that's where we are at the moment. And I'll give that a very good mix. Ensure all of the mixture is fully combined into a consistent format. there you are. Hopefully you can see that's a nice smooth mixture in there. It's a relatively soft texture. Okay, so we've now got the blueberries, and we'll add those in, and just do it in small amounts. Just going to fold these in like so, because we won't want to really damage the blueberries. Get them folded consistently into the mixture. So, now I'm using about 95 grams of blueberries. Obviously you could use more or less depending on what you like, but that's about, I think, will give us a fairly even distribution of blueberries throughout the muffins. So there we are. The mixture's now combined. Put the blueberries in. And what I'm now going to do is carefully put that into the muffin tray with the muffin cases. Actually pushing down. Okay, so here goes. I'm just going to use a metal spoon for putting them in the tray. And I'll show you when I've completed this. Okay, so the cakes are now, muffins are all put in their little cases, and those will now be popped in the oven for 20 minutes at 180 fan. So those are now the... Okay, let's check if they're ready. They've had their 20 minutes. Right, well I think the inner ones just need a trifle longer, so I'm just going to put them back in for a couple of minutes. So there we are, muffins out of the oven, just waiting to cool, and I'll cut one open and show you what it's like inside. Right, let's cut open one of the muffins. Let's think we'll do this one. Yeah.